Thank you to Shopify for sponsoring this video. More on them in just a bit. Blood spatter, analysts of the Reject Nation. We're back. It's Andrew. It's John. Flash and bang. Gordon and Humph. We're here to watch some more Dexter. It's season 5, episodes 9 and 10. I'm very excited. I've been loving this season so far. The show continues to be compelling. Andrew, how you doing today?
I am doing, Jonald. I got here early. I set up early, but there was no blood, so I was very unsatisfied. But loving this season. I think it's so damn underrated. I'm curious to see where we go from here. We are 2 episodes away from the penultimate episode, so very fascinated to see what is going to transpire. Jonald!
Heck yeah.
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing all right. It's been a busy week. It's been a busy morning. I have a kink in my back, and I would like to crack it out, but for right now, I'm just excited for some good... if that would work. This could be one of those things like in the movies where, you just like, someone whacks you really hard with something, and then
do the Mr.
oh my
Miyagi.
God, wait. Actually, that really helped. Yeah. But anyway, I'm doing well, and I'm very excited for some more Dexter. And if you guys are excited for even more Dexter than you're about to behold here, you can come on over to our Patreon page. Patreon.com/TheRealRejects is where you can sync up with your own copy and see everything that doesn't make these reaction highlights. There will be a time code for you to follow along with and some little sync points and whatnot. I can't show you the whole thing because that's illegal. But yeah, it's a great help to us here at the channel. You can save yourself a little discount on some teas like these at rejectnationshop.com. As well, you get a little peek into our shooting schedule day in and day out. You get to ask us questions that guide the review portions after these videos, a whole bunch of fun and lovely things, and it goes to help us, combat all the monetary, copyright, and age restriction issues that we face here on the YouTubes day in and day out. But I think that's all the housekeeping. The air conditioning will kick in soon, but we're going to Florida. I should be sweating. Let's do this thing.
Oh, you are, my friend. Anyways, episode 9 of season 5, Dexter, in 3, 2, and 1.
Teenage Wasteland.
Teenage Mutant Wasteland.
On a good day when I run, the voices in my head get quieter until it's just me, my breath, and my feet on the sand.
Same.
Or the treadmill.
Do you put sand on your treadmill?
Pick up the pace, Dexter.
Today is not one of those days.
Oh, yeah.
When I scheduled a private session with Jordan Chase, I wasn't looking for advice.
I just wanted to take it!
Evidence of exactly how he was involved in Lumen's torture because the code requires certainty.
Faster, Dex.
Whoa, look at that. Beautiful. Golden hour.
I just wanted access to his office, the inner sanctum where I could find clues. Instead, I'm stuck here.
You think that's
in place?
Real, or do you think they...
I get it. You're frustrated. I feel like you're not getting what you came here for.
Yeah, a bit.
Intense exercise works, tears down your defenses, brings out your feelings.
Really?
Well, I have the feeling that I'd be more comfortable talking on a couch.
Nah, man, this is cathartic. Just give it a chance.
This is the way to build a new you.
There's another way for us to build a new me.
What I'm telling you now is trauma is also opportunity.
Oh, boy.
Tragedy tears us apart, sure,
It also
but it's your one
rebuilds us.
chance to recreate yourself.
Yeah, it's
You
like
get to
me
put
with my
yourself
dad.
back together again any way you want.
Understandable.
Okay.
Don't be skeptical, I know it for a fact.
How? What happened to you?
You didn't come here to talk about me.
Something big must have happened if it inspired your entire philosophy.
I actually do want to know some of his backstory before we could take him out.
I'll tell you where it started, if you promise to keep it between us.
Oh, my.
Plato.
What?
The notion of a fractured self is from Plato's Symposium. You ever read it?
Don't tell anyone about it.
Maybe in college.
But you don't remember it, right? But for me, it was a revelation. It was exactly what I needed at the time. So I took it.
He took it, John.
I took Plato's idea that we are fractured creatures trying to become whole, and I ran with it. Boom, 1,000,000 copies sold.
Wow.
So you're just stealing off of Plato?
I mean, I guess.
Now you know my secret?
I'm messing. No, dude, he recreated it into his own thing, into his own vision.
Recontextualizing Plato. But I mean, that's kind of what he's saying.
God dang, someone's in great shape, and he was in remission.
Jordan is one tough nut to crack.
You're one tough nut to crack. You know that, Dexter?
I wish he'd stop doing that.
We ran for an hour. You didn't give up anything.
Aw.
I know you're in killer shape, but you can't outrun me forever.
Killer shape.
I get it.
Otherwise, how can I help you?
How can I help you?
Maybe you can't. Or maybe you can. Is that blood?
What's that?
It can take several meetings for us to have a real breakthrough, but I do need your commitment.
I need to get my hands on that vial.
You're getting close to getting a commitment from him. Just got to find out more about you.
I think so too. When can I get in to see you again?
Check with my receptionist on the way out. I think I may have an opening tomorrow morning.
Really? You're such a high-demand guy.
See you tomorrow.
I didn't notice you last time. You new here?
Just started 3 days ago.
She looks familiar.
I don't remember so much security either.
Mr. Chase says he's beefing things
I think
up.
because he took out his last security guard, right?
How many security guards?
I don't know, maybe a dozen?
But you think that you can still get to the blood necklace thing, right?
Yeah, while Jordan's in the shower.
Where's Lumen?
I think their old house, right? Read.
It's her shirt.
Where's
like
Waldo?
Waldo.
Took me a moment to process that.
So whose blood do you think it
Once
is?
you said her shirt.
Blood.
Most likely a victim.
Yeah, they talked about making that movie.
Whatever it is important to him. He's wearing it around his neck. It's definitely some kind of trophy.
Waldo movie would be funny.
With Matthew Broderick.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
What is it?
There's someone at the kitchen door.
Don't
Yeah.
like
What do you
that.
Peter Weller, Deborah, who do you think it is?
Probably Weller.
There's someone there too.
and
Hide.
Quinn, right? Cool lighting. Ugh.
They're inside.
What?
Oh, is that the nanny with the baby with Harrison? I couldn't tell.
I don't give a...
No? Oh.
I mean, you never know.
Or Deborah. That was a woman with long hair. Oh, it's Astor.
Whoa.
Astor.
Jesus! Who are you? Who the f are you?
Who the is she? Why is she here?
She's renting the house.
You said the house was empty.
Thought it was.
She was here to drink.
Supposed to know we got a girlfriend so fast.
First of all, she's not my girlfriend. She's a tenant, like I said. Second of all, who are you?
I'm Olivia. I live near her grandparents.
Hi, Olivia.
It's a good name.
Anyone want to tell me how you got here?
Taxi.
It's 250 miles.
From a bus station.
Damn.
Where'd you get the liquor?
Poor Astor, man.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'd say so. You're 12.
You said you were 14.
Jesus.
Thanks a lot.
If you really want to know, we stole it from my house.
That's reassuring.
I think I need to sit down.
Yeah.
Quite a situation we have here.
Yeah.
Unless you have advice on dealing with teenage girls, I don't want to hear it.
My advice, get Astor out of here.
With Lumen.
Tomorrow morning, you're collecting evidence on a violent murderer you plan to kill. You really want a hungover preteen in the middle of that?
Yeah, 10 a.m.
I can't just turn her away.
Dexter, there's a reason serial killers don't have children. You can't be killer and dad.
I mean, he can try.
Her mother's dead because of you.
Which is why I need to make things right and be a good father.
A good father would get those girls as far away as possible.
It's a full-time job to be a good dad. You had so much more stuff than I had.
It's a union rep. He's on your side. You know, just be professional and don't freak out until you actually know what's going to happen.
I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get fired.
No, you're not. Even LaGuardia said this isn't going to stay.
Huh?
Everything's going to be okay. You know why? Because you're going to get your job back. You got everyone at the station on your side, and you got a boyfriend who loves you.
Oh, shit! My man.
Seriously, you're going to drop that on me now?
It's just an expression. It slipped out.
Oh, no.
Fine. Forget I said it.
No. I mean, that is a...
You're a pecker. As soon as you take a look at these snaps, I took your boy Dexter Morgan and his gal pal on some kind of middle-of-the-night boat run.
Oh, my God.
What'd I just say? I can't now. I'll call you later.
No. I hate this. It's not going well.
Are you RoboCop?
Share something with her. What you did when you were her age.
I killed the neighbor's dog.
Well, don't tell her that.
Seriously, what do I do?
Just cut her some slack. All kids that age make mistakes. Trust me, the hangover will be punishment enough.
True that.
Was that your brother?
But also, to make sure she understands it's not okay to run away and drink at her age.
He doesn't even recognize me.
A tiny child.
You didn't look like a raccoon last time we saw you. So I need to go to a meeting in a few minutes. But I was hoping after that we could spend the day together, because we really should talk.
Aw.
So is that okay?
Can Harrison come?
Sure, I'll call the babysitter. Tell her there's a change of plans.
Oh.
Mama.
Oh no! Christ the Lord.
Oh, poor Astor's hearing that too.
Oh, that's just that look on her face too. Nope.
I have no idea why he said that.
Nope.
I barely know him.
Stop lying, okay? I'm not stupid.
No.
She's not your mama. Your mama's dead.
Astor.
Wow.
I'll tell you this. If you were the one who died, I really doubt my mom would have brought in a tenant so fast.
Oh, it's bad timing for him to say that.
I should go.
I know.
That's rough, man.
It'll only be a couple hours.
I can handle it.
My family is pretty weird, too.
I feel so bad for Astor. I really.
Oh yeah.
My report backed your story 100%. Not that it mattered. The brass backed my wife.
Wow.
Matters to me. Thank you.
Yeah, you're a real one, Angel.
Told me you love me.
You say it back?
No, I ran.
What? What's the problem? You don't feel the same way?
No, the problem is that I'm afraid I might.
Oh.
The last couple guys she fell in love with, things did not end well, Jonald.
I gotta tell you, I still feel like you're not being completely honest with me.
You have no idea.
About what you really want.
What I really want, just a drop. A 30-gauge needle should slide right in undetected.
Wowie.
He won't even notice it's missing.
What do you mean? What you want out of life?
I want to take it.
I have a plan to get there. Lumen and I follow this blood trail. We take you out.
Believe it or not, you're helping me already. I hope so. I really do.
Oh boy.
I gotta get back to work. New evidence to process.
Yeah.
Huh. Does have new
So when's our
evidence.
next appointment?
In 2 weeks?
I'll check with the receptionist.
Didn't she say he has nothing available, right, for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
New hot receptionist now? I'm OCD like that. I will notice when things are missing or touched.
Did he slide a 38? Whatever
I
gauge.
Did he take it? Oh, is some of the blood smear off?
What the? Oh yeah, was there like a drop on the outside of it?
Uh-oh.
Damn, dog.
His Jordan tingle's going off.
Yeah, he's perceptive. Ew.
DNA results. These are multiple DNA results. The Barrel Girls case.
Oh, Barrel Girls.
We pinned this on one guy, and there are multiple perps. I'm just gonna...
What the?
DNA sequencing report, partial sequences on 3, maybe 4 perps.
What case is this?
Barrel Girls.
That was the
Gosh,
truck
of
that
course.
got the
I
truck
should've-
that got hit, right?
Believe.
Why am I only hearing about this now?
Because by the time the final coroner report came through, we'd already closed the case. The only reason I came across this is because I was filing it all away. This is Cole Harmon, our original suspect, Jordan Chase's security guy. We let him go. We got DNA samples on him. Tell me what you see.
A match?
Cole and Boyd did this together?
Yeah, with maybe 3 or 4 others.
Ooh.
Wow, dude. Yeah, I should have known right away.
But I can't tell the court. I'm supposed to be on file clerk duty.
What? I'm not telling her.
Let's go behind her back.
If I ask him to reopen it, I may as well put my balls in a vice. Not in a hot way either.
Oh.
Well, that just leaves me.
Do what any good husband does. Do not communicate with your wife.
Jump into that vice, boy. Just go. Angel's in a vice no matter what he does.
What's that? Blood sample?
Yes, it's blood sample.
Top secret, huh? I get it. So, what is it?
Who do you think it is? Not Lumens, right?
Blood alcohol for Astor?
She vomited all over the floor. Further testing's kind of unnecessary.
STD panel?
She's 12.
I meant for you.
Yeah. Keep up, Dex.
Morgan.
Dexter, the girls are gone.
Of course they are.
Maybe they went for a walk.
I don't think so. The back door is wide open and their cell phones are still here.
Yeah, that's BAD bad.
Dexter, what 14-year-old girl willingly leaves her cell phone behind?
Don't move. I'll be right there.
I'm so sorry.
Ugh.
I saw some guy near the house. Light hair, average build, mid-30s.
Oh, shit.
Like Cole and Boyd and Dan.
Oh, no.
White panel van. And weird enough, I checked out the plate. N4B something.
Oh, God.
There's a reason you were worried last night when you heard noises in the house.
But I overreacted. It was nothing.
Only this time there was someone lurking around the house.
That's trauma.
I shouldn't have stolen that blood sample, not with the girls here.
I mean, your dad did try to warn you to send them off.
We need to call the cops.
They'll just start asking questions. And if it does have to do with Jordan, they'll probably trace it all back to us.
Yeah, I want to talk to you.
This is Dexter Morgan from Homicide. I'd like to report a probable child abduction. It's a white panel van. I have a partial plate.
Wow. Wow.
Most missing children are abducted by someone the parents know. Is there anyone you can think of?
Yeah.
Nobody.
You sure? No one knew?
Where were you anyway when they were taken?
It's a very sincere-looking reaction.
I can't lie about this. Not with Astor's life on the line. I was with Jordan Chase. He offered me some private sessions to help deal with Rita's death.
Oh, because it correlates with their case?
A lot of fucked up people circling that guy, Dex.
A lot?
Oh, no.
Okay, what's going on?
The Barrow Girls case might not be as closed as we thought.
Can we just find the van?
Jesus. Oh, this is so bad.
That's my birthday, John.
So tense. Gas was $3.
They're right there.
Who is he?
Barry Kurt. No priors. They found him at a gas station on Coral.
But does he have the girls?
Where's Astor?
Hey, easy.
If you hurt her, I'll kill you.
Get your hands off me. Get your hands off of me.
She's looking for the girls just like you.
I'm Olivia's father.
Oh.
Sort of, anyway. I live with her mom.
Oh, snap.
Is he always this violent?
He sounds very concerned about his daughter.
They found the girls at Bayside.
Oh.
We're holding them for shoplifting.
Oh, Jesus. God, that really had me worried about Jordan Chase abducting them.
We had the whole department looking for you. We were so worried.
You have no idea what you put us through today.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
What were you even thinking, running off like that?
I don't think they have the best of relationships.
Mind if I take it from here?
Just make sure I don't see these two again.
We found some new evidence.
You and Detective Morgan?
She did, in the file room.
I send her to the file room with one assignment. Then she magically finds evidence to reopen the case she knows I personally closed.
Maria.
No.
It's DNA. It's not like she made it up.
Yeah.
She's trying to get back at me.
Oh, my God. This...
Stop.
I had 5 detectives tell me he's the one.
And now I am telling you that it's more complicated. You need to reopen the case.
I disagree.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
This is so frustrating.
Changing 5 names on the murder board from black to red isn't going to help this department.
The department or you?
Oh, the people of Miami. What about them?
I thought I couldn't get more frustrated with her. I was wrong.
They were at Bayside.
Oh, thank God.
Dude, they were visiting Zach Morris.
Zach attack, baby.
Yeah. Oh,
That's what I was telling you about. His new girlfriend.
Astor.
She's my tenant. Lumen, this is my sister Deborah, Deb, Lumen.
God.
I didn't know he had a tenant.
Didn't know he had a sister.
Everyone's meeting today. We are getting closer.
I'm not judging you. Believe me, I mean, I understand rebound as much as anybody. Don't
Hey,
you think it's
she
a
likes
little
basketball,
silly?
John.
Not any rebound.
Oh, come on. She's your tenant?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Really?
There's nothing going on.
Oh, boy.
We all see the chemistry. Do you ship them now, John?
I give up. I gotta get back to the station.
It is fascinating because, yeah, it's.
This is not a good path you're headed down here. Look, just tell me what's wrong. I'm actually a good listener.
Yeah, you are. Better than you are a talker sometimes. A lot of the time.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Dan, we'll just sit here till you do.
Wowie.
The bruises on your stomach.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I fell down the stairs. My dog bit me.
I really do.
I really do, yeah.
Olivia has bruises all over her stomach and back. Someone's been hurting her.
Oh.
She told you?
No, I saw.
Wait, you knew about this?
Don't be mad.
She didn't want me to tell anyone.
I don't want him to hurt her more.
Who?
Barry,
Her
who
dad.
do you think? He is an asshole.
He doesn't look like Bill Hader.
Does her mom know?
He only hits her in places that don't show. And he gets all crazy over nothing.
Yeah, clearly.
He doesn't like her hair. She's 2 minutes late. I thought she'd be safe here, but then there was Lumen, and Barry showed up, and we just...
Why didn't you tell me?
Because I didn't think you'd care.
Whoa. Whoa.
Of course I care.
Even when we all lived here, you were so busy out doing stuff all the time.
That is rough.
Olivia's my friend. My only friend since Mom died. I wanted to help her, and I didn't know what to do.
You didn't know what to do. You came home.
She's just protecting her.
I'm gonna take care of this, okay?
Are you gonna go dark passenger on him? Because I feel that doesn't fit the code, but you can scare the shit out of him, right?
She's not going to reopen the case. She thinks that you have some kind of vendetta against her.
Ooh.
There are at least 5 dead girls in barrels. And now there's DNA evidence saying that some of the people that are responsible are still out there. And you think that's about me trying to get back at you? Did you even read the file?
Nope.
There's fucking proof.
Just watch your tone.
Oh boy.
You throwing me under the bus for the Fuentes brothers, using your husband as a chess piece, putting Quinn on bogus vacation days so that I don't have a fucking partner. If that's all just some game to you, I'll try to understand it, but those girls are dead. Don't you want to make sure that that doesn't happen again?
Yeah, dude. Oh, wow.
Where's your humanity?
Okay.
Okay, what?
I'm reopening the case.
Thank you.
Wow.
Good job, Deb.
As far as Quinn goes, he wasn't on vacation. I suspended him to protect your brother.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Protect him from what?
You're so interested in the truth. How's Quinn?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see that scene.
When you told me that you were taking some vacation days, were you actually on suspension?
Why? Look, where to say something?
She told me I should talk to you.
Oh boy.
Did it have something to do with my brother?
Ooh, yeah.
I was investigating Rita's murder, trying to help. I had a lead on Kyle Butler. I figured if we could find the person who knew Trinity, then maybe we could track down the creep who killed your sister-in-law. LaGuardia told me to back off, leave it to the FBI. When I didn't, she suspended me.
Wow, dude.
What was the lead?
Doesn't matter. It didn't pan out.
Dexter is Kyle.
Rita told me that she was protecting Dexter from you.
Ugh.
You remember those composite sketches of Kyle Butler? I got this crazy idea that
it was Dexter.
Maybe it was your brother.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Nothing came of it, so I dropped it. I'm an idiot, okay?
Yeah, you are.
I know about Olivia's bruises, how they're strategically placed so they won't show.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No? Let me show you.
Yeah! Oh, Jesus.
Right now, your diaphragm is partially paralyzed, which is why you're having trouble catching your breath.
What are you, man? Some kind of psycho?
Not today, just a concerned parent.
God, and his whole demeanor.
The nice thing about the liver is if you hit it just right, you get the vagus nerve, which tentacles out.
Do you think Peter Weller's taking pictures?
I want you to listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully.
If you ever touch her again.
Olivia's mother, you're gonna tell her you're sick of her fat ass. You can't stand to look at it anymore. And you're gonna make her believe it. Because if you don't, she may take you back one day and let you near her kid or mine. I can't let that happen.
Wow, dude. Wow.
I thought Batman was good at intimidation.
Tomorrow, when I drop Olivia off, you will be gone.
God.
If you ever come back, believe me, I won't go so easy next time.
Yeah, this is one of the most badass Dexter moments of all time.
This isn't your business, Dexter. Don't get involved, Dexter. You put too much at risk.
I'm proud of you, Dexter.
That's not what I was going to say.
Let's do it as Remar.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Hey, Harry. The approval of Harry.
I want to hear.
Protected
Hey,
Astor.
I want to see him do his Dexter impersonation.
Put yourself out there for another person. I had no idea you had that in you.
Oh,
I underestimated you.
that's
You
amazing.
You raised him, buddy.
If only I'd seen that, maybe I wouldn't have led you down this path.
Damn.
You were also a concerned parent trying to protect his son.
Hey, man, the healing can begin.
Your boy Dexter Morgan and his lady friend on his boat at 3 a.m. in the morning, and they are not.
What's in the bags?
Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
Point is when they came back, those bags were gone. So whatever they're hiding, it's something big.
This was a bad idea.
Just casually drinking Jose Cuervo with fried chicken.
You think you just pay me off like I'm the corner?
I'm just saying, it's time to stop.
And I'm saying, bullshit.
God damn, this guy.
Stay the fuck away from me. And stay the fuck away from Deb.
Damn. Oh, I hate this.
He just choked him like RoboCop choked Clarence Bodiger.
Move, creep.
Hey.
Ooh, God, he's such a slime.
I am a cop.
Such a slime.
Thank you.
Does this mean stop sleeping on the couch?
Oh.
We still got a long way to go between the couch and the bedroom, Maria.
Damn, dude.
What I said yesterday is true. I love you, and I'm not taking it back.
Oh.
You don't even know what that means.
It means I'd never do anything to hurt you.
I trusted you.
It's got to be Quinn who kills Liddy.
Well, you were f***ing me. You were spreading shit about my brother behind my back. You think that's not hurting me? Fuck you.
Oh, boy.
He definitely did me a favor. He
Oh.
told her she has a fat ass. He is not coming back.
Oh, hell yeah.
See what happens when you communicate with me, Astor.
Thank you. Call you later.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Proud of you. Put yourself out there for another person.
That's what his dad said to him.
I want you to know something. If Lumen's your girlfriend, I want you to tell me.
Okay.
So in one episode or two?
She's not just your tenant, though.
She's a friend. Has been through some really, really bad stuff. I'm helping her deal with it.
I've been there.
Does it make you feel better
What do you mean?
about Mom being there for Lumen? Does it make you feel better about what happened to Mom?
Nothing will ever make him feel better about that.
Yeah.
I love you. You know that?
Oh, my God.
You should come in. Say hi to Cody.
Yeah.
I'll blow your cover about Miami.
Oh, that's so freaking sweet.
Mama.
That toy is always throwing.
Mama.
Okay, bud.
Just leave that window down.
Jordan Chase told me to figure out what I want most. The answer is simple: to be a good dad. But now that Astor's safe, what I want most is Jordan on my table. I need to get an ID on that blood.
I was going to say, did we find out that blood yet?
Your blood results are in, by the way.
Did you see how he just took that?
So, did you get back an idea on your homicide victim?
Do we know who Emily Birch is?
No.
Then what's that?
She's not a victim. She's alive, boozing it up in Coral Gables, 2 DUIs in 3 years.
Was she the one?
If she's not a victim, then who is she?
No worries.
Whoa.
When you mess up, it makes me feel better about me.
Dexter?
No, it's Jordan Chase.
Ew.
But I'm looking for Dexter. Is he there?
He's not available right now.
Can I leave a message?
Uh-huh.
Oh, she's trying to contain herself. Oh, God.
Tell him I'm just checking in and I'd like him to schedule another appointment as soon as possible.
Ooh.
Ugh. Ugh.
Okay.
Hold it together, Lumen.
I will.
Hold it together.
Bye.
Hang on a second.
Oh, what's your name?
Tell Dexter one more thing.
Ooh.
Okay.
Just his voice.
Tell him time is of the essence. Tick, tick, tick.
Hate it.
That's the sound of his life running out.
Oh, my God, I hate it.
Could you be sure to tell him that?
Oh, my God, evil man. Evil man.
Take care, Lumen.
Yeah. Fuck.
No!
God damn it.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Yeah.
Donald! What just happened?
Oh, God. I was so worried about that. I was like, is he going to know her voice? He's been all too horrifically intimate with this person. Is he going to... Oh.
You sound like a Julia with style.
I'm so upset. There was a lot of terrific stuff in that episode, though.
There was. It's definitely one of the best ones in the season.
All right, gang. We got episode 10 of the season coming up.
Diaz.
Friend of the channel, I got to tell you something. Before we ever started this YouTube channel, John and I actually first tried doing t-shirt designs. Let me tell you, it did not go well. We did not know how to sell a darn thing. So we canned that. And eventually, YouTube became a thing. But in our heart of hearts, we always found our way back to merch. The difference this time, Shopify. It allowed us to actually fulfill the dream we first started on before this channel ever existed. We've been using Shopify for a couple of years now. We started using them before they ever partnered with us via a sponsorship, and we've never even thought about switching. It's just that reliable and so easy to use. Now, if you've never heard of Shopify, it's the global commerce platform that helps you sell online and in person. So whether you're starting out with one product or scaling up to thousands, Shopify's got everything in one place. Customizable templates, inventory management, analytics, built-in marketing tools, the whole ecosystem. It's made for beginners like myself. I still consider myself a beginner, but trusted by major brands. Believe me, your customers will feel that too. So it's secure checkout, fast performance, and an experience that feels polished from day one. So if you have an idea you're sitting on, whether it's, I don't know, comics, candles, pet gear, comic tees, you can make your dream a reality with Shopify, just like we did. You could sign up for $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/realrejects. Once again, that's shopify.com/realrejects. Thank you again, Shopify, for allowing us to fulfill something we didn't think was possible.
Alrighty, episode 10. A 1, a 2, and a 3.
Hey. Very Tales of the Crypt-esque, my friend.
A 1! A 2! Alright. In the beginning.
It's one of my favorite Linkin Park songs in the end.
But I will never put my family in danger again. Now that Jordan Chase knows Lumen and I are onto him, I need to plan for the work.
Yeah, buddy. Johnny Lee Miller.
Put the grandparents' address in the navigational system.
And I have the printout you gave me. And Harrison is going to have such a good time with his big sister and big brother. Oh, Harrison.
Oh.
I'm getting Harrison out of Miami.
That's a good idea.
Lumen out of that house.
Yeah. Oh.
I haven't been apart from him since Rita died.
Nothing is going to happen to Harrison.
Harrison's like, Dad, I have a message for, what's his name? Chase.
We'll be safe here. Jordan doesn't know about this place. He thinks we're at the house.
I almost said Johnny Chase. I'm like, this isn't Entourage, so I'll go with Jordan Chase.
Oh, I don't know. I hate it.
Oh, Peter Weller.
I hate it.
No. He's just not going to stop.
No.
We can't wait anymore. We need to take out Jordan.
This isn't a job for him anymore. It's a career opportunity.
Is that her, the one whose blood Jordan wears around his neck?
Yeah, Emily Birch.
She looks like me and the girls in the barrels. Older.
Sensing a pattern.
She's the same age as Jordan and Cole and Boyd.
Is she involved somehow?
I think she was the first victim.
How is she still alive?
I don't know. I hope she can tell us.
We're gonna talk to her today.
Come back at lunchtime. We'll go then.
I don't know.
Stay inside. Don't open the door.
I won't.
To anyone.
There's so many things it could be.
And the day began with such promise.
Vince, can you take us to the DNA?
Yeesh.
Morgan.
Yeah.
Deborah, take Quinn and bring in Cole Harmon. Start at his office.
Oh, yeah, take Quinn.
In the meantime, I'm getting search warrants for his house. You should have them within the hour.
Lock and load, Brad.
That should be a fun interaction, Quinn and Deborah.
Looks like your filing days are over.
Yeah, at least until LaGuardia's mood changes.
I was going to say, it was a fast turnaround.
So you got Morgan back.
She earned it.
So
I'll keep you posted on the case.
What about the bedroom?
Yeesh.
May I help you? Miami Metro Homicide. We're looking for Cole Harmon.
He's not here. You'll never find him.
Your head of security disappears and you don't think it's worth reporting?
It seemed like an internal matter.
Cole Harmon is wanted for the rape and murder of at least 5 women.
Ooh, wowie.
I don't know where this aggression is coming from or why it's directed at me, but a word of caution. Aggression can be a powerful motivator, but can also cloud your
Save your
perception.
bullshit.
Yeah.
If you hear from Cole, give us a call.
From now on, any contact between us will be through my attorney.
He'll be hearing from us.
Ooh. Emily Birch?
Yes?
Oh, she's familiar.
We're trying to track down some information on Jordan Chase.
The Jordan Chase?
The.
Do I look like the kind of person that knows Jordan Chase?
Well, he knows who you are.
You don't think they had a kid together, her and Jordan, do you?
I think you need to go.
Maybe you know some of these people.
No.
Could you at least just look at it?
I told you, I don't know who any of those people are, and I want you to go.
Emily.
Yeah.
Unless there's such a thing as red mold, this sure as shit looks like blood.
Cole Harmon's blood. Left there when Lumen hit him to save me.
Yep.
I need to take a breath, you know?
Take my breath away.
It's hard. There's some seriously fucked up shit in there.
And if Deborah gets eyes on Lumen's DVD, she'll know everything.
Ugh.
Cole Harmon's emails and phone records are up. You want to go through them?
Fuck yes, let's see who he's been talking to.
Crap. What on earth are we going to do here?
No. Chain of custody. Your sister's new mantra. Last time someone came in here, she nearly killed me. Which frankly would be better than going through another one of these DVDs.
Yeah. Oh.
Each one, same creepy place, same creepy shit.
I'm glad Vince didn't make a joke about that.
Notice anything about them?
They all look like
blonde?
Lumen. No, not really.
All blonde.
Yeah, dude.
So you were at Boyd Fowler's house when we went through it, right?
Yep.
Remember those locks of hair?
How you gonna do this?
There were 12, so there should be 12 victims. But there are 13 discs.
They didn't get a chance to do lumens.
He's nearly there.
With the hair part of it. Whoa, Dex!
Dude, sorry. You gotta be more careful, man. This is all we got to nail these fucking assholes. It's right here.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll leave.
That was smart.
They found this in the search at Kohl's. The men who hurt you, they made DVDs of everything they did.
13. Is that me?
Unlucky.
I don't want her to watch that.
Did everyone watch it?
No, I managed to get it out of evidence in time.
Did you watch it?
No.
Only enough to make sure I had the right one.
Oh, wow. Oh, I guess that's smart.
Sure you want to keep it?
Number 13. That's what I was to them.
Ugh.
It must have been hard for you to get that.
It was. I had to knock DVDs all over Vince.
I know that you risk your life every day that you're with me. You've been my only way through this.
Well, I guess we both met each other at the right time.
Yeah.
I think it's seeing it from her eyes like that, but also she's seeing it from a different POV too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
I wonder, God, the day they had to shoot that, I wonder what the...
Watching these DVDs, watching it actually happen is worse than any fucking crime scene.
Yeah.
What these women went through, I don't know, maybe it's a fucking blessing that they're dead. No one could go through something like this and have a life again.
Even just looking at it and not even being in the room like you are now. Change you forever.
Just showing how strong Lumen is.
People may be stronger than you think.
Believe me, on this one, you're wrong. There's no coming back from something like this.
Lumen's living proof that you're wrong, Deborah.
And you see that ring from the DVD? It matches photos taken at the warehouse crime scene. So I think he's one of these guys. So Dan the dentist is dead. He was shot to death. So it's like somebody attacked Cole Harmon in his house. And Boyd Fowler's disappeared. This is a group of guys that like to get together and they like to do this for fun.
They have a disgusting way of having fun.
They did.
Someone is taking these guys out.
And I say, we let them.
Well, at first I thought they were turning on each other.
Oh, boy.
But then I thought that doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that after all this time? So I started asking myself, who would want to take these guys out?
The Dark Passenger.
And you know the first person that came to mind? Me. Someone who knows what these have been up to and wants to give them what they deserve.
Yeah.
Well, what are you saying? There's a vigilante out there?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying, yes.
Wow.
She's on to you, Dexter.
Oh, boy.
There were 13 of us after you.
I didn't know.
This is heavy shit.
I didn't know there was anybody else until you knocked on my door.
I'm the only one who survived.
Oh my God.
I need you to tell me what happened to you.
It was almost 20 years ago, during the summer.
Oh, boy.
I was a CIT, counselor in training.
All of them went at it.
Oh, you just learned that from
A year
Black
older
Phone.
than them.
Oh, right. The second one, right?
They were just like everybody else. Except Jordan. Only he wasn't called Jordan then. He was Eugene Greer.
Eugene Greer?
Greer. Okay.
That's Jordan Chase?
What the hell?
Transformed himself.
When he was Eugene Greer, I felt sorry for him. Became his friend, you know? We would take these walks, and one day we were walking, and I blacked out.
What?
Oh, I hate this.
He must have drugged me or something.
Oh my God. Gave her roofies?
I woke up in a cabin. My clothes were off.
Oh.
And I was tied to a bunk. Eugene started in.
That's disgusting.
Eugene never touched me.
It was just Boyd and the dentist and...
But he got those guys going.
And Cole.
Talked them into it. Told them to seize their desire.
Ew.
And...
Take it!
They did.
Was this around the time he was reading Plato?
Watching Gene's face, the look that came over his face. It was just a flash.
I had nothing to do with this.
But it's the same look he has all the time now.
Ew.
I got dressed and they made me take their picture.
You took the fucking picture?
Oh my God. Holy shit.
Jesus
Christ.
This is right after they did
And that's
this?
Dan, and that's Boyd.
But who's the fifth?
Who's this one?
Alex.
Alex Murphy?
Alex Tilden. He's the fifth.
The fifth element? Supreme being?
Yeah, blood spatter suited me more.
You like the blood, huh?
I like catching bad guys.
That's cute.
We're gonna catch some bad guys.
Shit. What are we doing here? No.
Oh, he's forging his signature?
This guy.
See, surveillance cameras, wireless mics, and a portable wireless recorder monitor. Be right back.
Thank you.
Jordan's whole philosophy, transforming your life, blah, blah, blah. It all came from destroying hers. That moment turned Jordan into a monster.
Yeah, transforming your own life at the destruction at someone else's. That's disgusting.
I want to be the one to do this.
Ooh. It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to actually do it.
I know.
It'll change you.
I'm already changed.
Yeah, you are at this point.
Yeah.
I'm Alex Tilden. How can I help you?
Hey.
We're investigating a recent series of murders. You may have read about it. A number of girls were killed and stored in barrels.
Yeah, I saw it on the news. It's pretty shocking.
Oh, no.
What does it have to do with me?
Yeah, what
Cole
does it have to
Harmon
do
is a
with you?
suspect in our case. Your name turned up on a list of acquaintances. We're talking to everyone on the list.
Yeah, well, sure.
Look at the hesitancy.
Do you know any of Cole's friends?
Dan Mindell, he's a kid's dentist.
No.
Boyd Fowler, that name ring a bell?
No, I don't know either of those men.
Oh, looking down.
Jordan Chase? He's messed up in this?
Do you know him?
I never met him. No, I've always wanted to.
Such a liar.
From now on, we have to be especially careful not to leave anything behind. No fingerprints, no evidence.
Or is it if the glove don't fit? I
think it's if it don't fit, you must acquit, right?
If the glove don't fit, you must acquit.
Thank you for the
He's got his
correction.
hand all-
Thanks for correcting my correct thing.
One of these days, you've got to teach me how to do that.
I know, me too. I want to learn how to do lockpick. Not to pick locks, but just to feel cool.
Yes, of course.
Ew.
13 pieces of jewelry, 13 trophies.
Oh,
We're gonna
God.
stop at 13? What's up with this?
You could always buy a new box. Is that hers?
Grandparents gave me this when I graduated from high school.
Oh, Jesus.
I was wearing it the night they took me.
Good Lord.
This is mine.
Let me.
Oh, man. Was that in the 13th slot?
How do you choose what do you call it, the place?
Kill room.
Yeah.
Kill room.
We need someplace inconspicuous and secure.
What about the place where you guys hook up? Which room is that?
It's not easy talking to a stranger,
Deborah? Who's she talking
but
to?
I did it anyway.
Oh, is it Jordan? I don't know.
For you.
Ew.
You told her everything
Oh,
God
shit.
damn it.
about what happened at the camp?
Jesus.
It was hard, but yeah.
What the
You told her about Alex?
I told her the truth, like you said.
What?
Even though I didn't want to.
What?
Like you said?
Are you in trouble, Jordan?
Yeah, I hate this. Oh, my God.
The girl you talked to was making waves.
Is that so?
But everything's fine now, thanks to you.
What is that?
But did he say, like you
pretty
said, does that mean they're in a trap right now?
Emily.
Well, yeah, he...
No one could ever take your place, you know.
Yeah, something twisted's happening here. Ew.
We have a bond.
Ew.
And no one can ever break.
You are despicable.
I thought it would be something like this.
You made me what I am today.
Oh, this is so weird.
You became that all on your own, you disgusting puke.
Does he bankroll her whole life or something? What's the deal here?
Do you know how special you are to me?
Did she remind him of a time when he was weak? And
The DNA we have identified belongs to men directly connected to your client. Cole Harmon is your head of security. Boyd Fowler is a devoted fan.
That proves exactly nothing. A million people have connections with my client. Now, unless you're working your way towards some more reasonable line of inquiry, we're done here.
No, we're not.
Wow.
I want to do anything I can to help you find the people who did that. You want to take my DNA, you're welcome to it.
Jordan.
It's okay, Stu.
I have nothing to hide.
I know it's your duty to be suspicious, but I swear no one is more disturbed than I am. The people I've helped could be responsible for something like this.
Dexter will help you.
Egg.
Oh, the deadpan look.
Yeah.
Like we know, we understand each other. We know who we.
Open.
wide open.
You're just now putting your life back together after a terrible tragedy. I implore you, don't invite another one.
Broseph.
For yourself or for what's left of your family.
Broseph.
Ooh, threatening him. Not the man you threaten.
You know, I'm glad you didn't touch any of them.
Really? Why is that?
Because this DNA test will clear you and leave you all to me and to her. Time is up.
Tick, tick, tick.
Tick, tick, tick.
You're done.
You want a lollipop?
What do you think? You can tell me the truth.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You look perfect.
No.
These are beautiful. May I?
You may.
Just be careful.
God damn it. No.
Oh my goodness.
This dude knows way too much. He needs to die.
Yeah, I hate him.
You're going to maintain your regular routine to the letter. Tell me you understand what I've said.
Ugh. Oh, man.
It's a trap.
Detective Morgan, please.
Oh.
Wow, shit.
Breaking and entering?
How can I help you?
My lawyer doesn't know I'm making this call. But those images you showed me, haven't been able to get them out of my head. They're very disturbing.
Oh, no.
Ugh.
Alex Tilden called you. What did he want?
I didn't speak to him myself, but my secretary said that he was looking for Cole Harmon. She said he sounded panicked.
Oh, no.
Hope it can be useful.
Thank you, Mr. Chase.
Ooh.
God damn it, man.
Man's a strategist. I'll give him that.
So,
Oh, shit. He literally sent Alex into a trap.
oh, my God, dude. Wow.
Whoa! Oh, oh.
Oh, no.
At which point is Deborah possibly coming in?
Oh, now you want to know her name?
Well, we're all their names.
You really have this all wrong.
What's the address?
Oh, no! God dang it! Holy mother of God. I'd be shocked if they're at another place other than the house. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a guest house there? I don't know.
There's a fur, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I look different, don't I? Without my hands tied behind my back.
Oh, God.
But you recognize me. I can tell.
I never wanted to do any of it.
Ugh. Crazy.
It wasn't me.
Ugh.
It was Jordan.
Such a weak excuse.
Yeah, dude.
He made me do things I never would have done.
No.
Nah, you did them.
Made me do things I never would have done.
Oh, that's he does the touch on the forehead. Yeah, that's a Dexter thing. Yeah.
I can get money, lots of it. We can work this out. So tell me, what's this gonna cost?
Your life.
13.
Ooh. That's a great line. Great line.
You had the necklace, dude.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wow.
Ooh, she took it.
You okay?
Did the deed.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that must have felt great.
What's the problem here? No.
Is there gonna be blood?
Like a partial footprint.
No,
Oh, shit.
no.
Shit.
No, fuck.
Looks small. Maybe a woman's.
And she was just here.
Ah!
Remember at Boyd's house, that fucking hair book, it had 12 pieces in it, but there were 13 DVDs. Well, what if one of them escaped somehow and
She's our vigilante.
after everything they've done, they've come back to get even? What if the vigilante is one of their victims?
Wow.
Good job, Deb. You're half right. She makes him feel alive. Or vice versa, or both.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Wow. Hey,
Whoa. Oh, my. Fascinating.
Yes. I feel so alive.
What a scene. Oh, my God. Oh, wow.
But with Lumen, I'm someone different.
He can be himself, like truly his full self.
Yeah.
In her eyes,
Oh.
I'm not a monster at all.
Oh. You're a protector.
God, this season, as I pointed out earlier, is very heavy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, it is.
Very.
Angela Bettis. Yes, that is her name.
Oh, is that Emily Birch?
Yeah, she's in a movie called May. She's in a few, I know, like, you know.
Aunt May?
Yes, of course. She's in some, like, indie horror stuff for sure. Oh, my God, gang, thank you for joining us. If you joined us to this point in the video, I need to breathe for a minute. This was incredible. Wow. If you've made it to this point in the video, leave a like and hit that notification bell. Subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when the next episode of Dexter comes your way. The next couple of episodes, the end of season 5, no less.
God,
and
I don't want it to end. It's so good.
No, me neither. And thank you to Prepper. This is, always a bit of a challenge to get visible on YouTube. And, this season is one of perhaps the most challenging in that regard. So really appreciate their efforts on this. And we're going to hop right into some thoughts. If you guys are listening in podcast form, please leave us a rating. Some quick thoughts before we hop into questions. How you feeling, brother?
Yeah, they are tackling some very heavy, dreary things. And I think they're doing it with grace. I think they are executing on it fantastically, and it's also very sad shit that really does happen in the world. And I think the idea of there are people out in the world that like to build themselves up by destroying and the destruction of others. So the fact that we are shining a light on it, but also to the fact that even though you can, in one light go through a very traumatic effect and feel like, you are down in the depths, you can still rebuild I don't want to use the word rebrand, but rebuild yourself up. And I love that for not only Lumen, but for Dexter as well. And they're through each other and really finding that sense of doing that. And whether that be through vengeance, whether that be through each other. And I think that is such a beautiful sentiment that no matter how dark and deep we get in life, that we can always rebuild ourselves. And I think that's just so cathartic and so well done. I myself, as I've pointed out a few times, going through a very traumatic event of my own. I lost my best friend, the person I hold dearest to me in my life. And, 2 scenarios that I laid in front of me. I could have either sunk to the bottom of the ocean, the lake, the pool, whatever analogy you want to use, or I can stand with grace and courage, face what I have to do, and just remember all the positive things my dad instilled in me and think of all the great memories. And remember, he's still right here every time I think of him, and he lives on through me, through all the values he instilled in me. And, that's how I choose to through this traumatic event. Of course, I'm not comparing my traumatic event to what Lumen went to. She was physically assaulted in a very disturbingly disgusting way. And when it comes to Dexter, his wife was, albeit he was guilty in a sense of he let his ego get the best of him. He had many opportunities to take out the Trinity. Still, his wife was brutally and sadistically taken from him. But the fact still remains, we all go through traumatic events, and there is a time in life where we get to dark and terrifying places to where, can we go on? Will we ever rebound from this? And I think this season is showing we can. Having a very good supporting unit around us really helps us heal, no doubt about it. So I think that's very important for sure. But also, too, you have to have that within you as well. Like, nobody can force you to do it. You have to, I'm not going to say the word take it, but you have to, you have to have that within you as well as having that support unit. So I think that's really good. I know you said quick thoughts. I've gone on a rant here. This is very important to me, man. But yeah, I think this is a great season. I don't know how this is going to end. But through 10 episodes, I'm very emphatic about saying through 10 episodes, I think this is right up there with seasons 1 through 4. So I don't know why it's not included by many who say it's seasons 1 through 4 and then it all downhill from there. This is just my subjective viewpoint, but I think this season has been a flurry of emotions, but it's been so incredibly executed. The performances, as per usual, in amazing. The ensemble, as per usual. And the storyline has just taken us to depths. I'm like, wow, I didn't know we'd go here, but executed so fantastically. Jonald, what are your, in 10 minutes, quick thoughts?
Goodness. I mean, yeah, this has been headful and heartful. This season has been very gripping, very striking, and that continues here. I mean, this is some of the most harsh subject matter you can deal with. And so, there's a tightrope that you walk in how to depict that. And I think that for the most part, they've done a really good job of, anytime you depict this kind of violence on screen, there is a discussion to be had about the worth in doing so and how much you're showing or not. And I do appreciate that they've done a lot here to mainly leave it to your imagination. I know we've seen flashes and images, but yeah, even just the sound of it is so horrific. And and this is really dark material, certainly. It's not always entertaining in the traditional sense. However, this is something very real, and it does give an interesting dimension to the catharsis of what Dexter does, because you're already, in this fictional landscape, it's easy to be on board with Dexter when he's taking out vile murderers, but there's something especially, I think, sort of cathartic for people watching these particular kinds of, evildoers being dispatched as they have been. And yeah, the progression of Lumen on this, confrontation and attempted healing of trauma, and then Dexter going through his own trauma and finding, someone who can unlock his protective instincts and his, willingness to put himself out there for somebody else, for their well-being, because it's the right thing to do, because he cares. I think it's just beautifully explored. And the cat and mouse games between Dexter and everybody else in the department have been very tense. Like, I know I've been saying throughout this episode that I don't like it, I hate it, in a good way. I mean, that's me kind of expressing that I feel tense because the stakes are hitting as they're supposed to hit. Mm-hmm. So yeah, as we whittle down to the end of the season, I'm going to be sad to see this season go, because I think this is definitely one of the top ones for me so far.
It is for me too.
And no Julia Stiles is killing it. Her relationship with Dexter, I think that's a really hard thing to do in terms of the romantic aspect, because a lot of people who have been through stuff like this are not in that place for a very long time. Some are. Everyone's different. And I think the way they've handled Lumen here feels very human. And feels, very nuanced. And just the way that last scene unfolded, where she's undressing him, and sort of you can tell that she's kind of discovering the feeling in the moment, and sort of opening herself back up to a door that could have been closed forever due to this trauma.
Sure, yeah.
There's so much great stuff. Johnny Lee Miller is,
horrific
and great at playing this character. Friggin'
Jordan Chase.
Jordan Chase. But, Peter Weller. I hate him, but he's really fun to watch.
His performance is entertaining.
And Deb and Quinn and all that stuff coming down to, the wire, and, kind of being right on the edge of discovery.
It's fascinating to watch Quinn, too, because you could tell his curiosity got the best of him when it came to Dexter. Understandably so, he is a cop at the end of the day. But also love is changing him, too, because now he sees that he doesn't care anymore about Dexter. He cares more, at least how I'm interpreting it up to this point, that he cares more about Deb than finding out about Dexter, is what it seems to me.
Well, and he sees the cautionary tale of who the Peter Weller character is. Yeah, I think because we met him in a place where we were curious about his own standing as a cop, and, he's got internal affairs looking at him. Is he dirty? What kind of dirty? And this guy is like dirty in a way. God, I should commit his name to memory. But the Peter Liddy, is dirty in the kind of way that, you don't want to become, or in a way that is definitely going to end you up probably sad and alone and maybe in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah, and
But,
that's not where Quinn wants to be one day.
No.
So it is a cautionary tale. Agreed with you. Love will conquer all. Let's go down that path, not the Peter Weller path. I don't want to become RoboCop one day, you know?
Yeah,
So,
but these discovering these 13 girls and the back and forth between them and the cops and all the stuff developing just what the situation is. I'm very curious to know about the woman they went to talk. What's her name?
Emily Birch.
Emily Birch.
Can I ask you one question before we get to the questions?
Sure.
Do you now ship them?
Oh,
Dexter.
Sure.
I'm messing with you. You have to answer
I've
that.
known enough people who have gone through stuff not quite to the degree that this is depicted, but who have been in this walk of life, and certainly not. I've definitely seen that sometimes, at least, you are not in that mode, especially when the trauma is fresh, but you might not be in that mode for a long time. But the way they've handled it here, I do ship them
It's
now.
really been earned, and also the only reason I said that, I had to get one up on you because you had Lundy and Deb from the get-go, which I give you your credence and your credit for, but I called this one from early on, just from the standpoint of what happened with Rita. And I feel like, Dexter's protective instincts have been kicking in way more than normal after that whole scenario when he saw a blonde woman. It has nothing to do with her hair color, but just another woman who was in a situation where she couldn't protect herself and okay, I couldn't protect Rita. Now I got to take care and protect this woman as well and help her heal as well as myself. I'm this is like a match made in heaven for me. So I think this is, again, so I love their relationship so much, and he can really, truly be his full, real self around her. He can be the dark passenger and be himself.
Yeah.
And they can share that together. They can take out the trash together.
And it is interesting that she does look like Rita. It's more happenstantial. It's not like, the guys that, abducted her clearly have a type.
Right.
But it's kind of a weird compliment to be like, oh, I could see why, people be like, oh, you're trying to replace Rita. And even though that's very much not the case.
She just came into his life. He wasn't looking for her.
No, totally. It's just interesting. And then, for Astor to show up and be like, oh.
And then the baby to go, mama.
For mom, yeah. But anyway, we got a few more minutes here. Let's get into some questions. Hawk kicking us off, skimming some of the details of season 5 to refresh my memory. I think I might have to move it up to my second favorite season.
Understandable.
I think Dexter's close calls with his own department is one of the best aspects of the series, and I would agree. What is one of your favorite aspects of the series so far? I can't wait for you guys to see how this season ends.
Of this series or the season?
Either or, I suppose. I mean, I think they're really good at handling, in short, the close calls between him and the department. That's an aspect you have to sell because you have to make the police seem competent enough that they don't feel bumbling, but also you have to demonstrate that while they are competent, Dexter is even more cunning. So I do appreciate that across the show.
I think one of my favorite aspects has to be Deb. I just mentioned it so many times, how emotional she can be, how she always wears her heart in her sleeve. When she found out the man that she really believed she was worried that she might be in love with because of the last few relationships she's had, how poorly or badly or tragically they have ended. Yeah, literally just described everything with Biney, Diggle from Arrow, and also with Lundy. That's a perfect way to describe how they all ended. But also, too, she found out the man that she's supposed to be loving her, right? Her partner. We're supposed to be honest and communicate about everything. You're sneaking around and snooping about my brother and all this, that he could be what's his name, Kyle Butler and all this. So it's you just feel bad for her at the same point, even though he was on the right path. He's not wrong, but at the same point, you're is Deb ever going to find true love? It could be Quinn. I don't know. But from her perspective, when she doesn't have all the context of who Dexter really is, will she ever in her heart and in her mind find the right one? But at the same point, I love how she is fearless how direct she is. She's never afraid to stand up for people that she loves. She will literally run through fire, or walk through fire rather, or walk through water, whatever analogy you want to use. She will stand up for people she loves, and she will also walk away from people who walk all over people she loves. And I appreciate that about her. I think one last thing, and I'll let you get to it because I know we got to get to these other questions. I think like the way they are able to stand the line between the moral gray area, and not everything is so black and white. Like with LaGuardia, she's really been. I'm going to speak for you a little bit. She's been frustrating both of us, a great amount. But I'm glad she somewhat came to her senses when it came to reopening the case. Well, but also too,
I did appreciate the whole thing of like I did a couple of these things for you, and I couldn't tell you that.
She had some accountability, which I appreciate. Even though she's been pretty shitty the last couple episodes, I appreciated some accountability. And then again, the moral gray area of like, hey, a lot of this too is politics. I'm trying to keep the department together, and it's not as all black and white as the Andrews out there are complaining about. Even though I've done some shitty stuff, I do recognize that. So. I get that. So, John, take it away.
Yeah, there's so much I love about what they do on the show. I mean, I really love that I didn't expect, and I really appreciate that each season feels like it's just expanding on and reacting to what Dexter's gone through in the past. I didn't expect this to be quite such a serial journey of this guy, and every season has been very distinct, but has been a next, to me, chapter in the growth of Dexter on screen anyway.
Yeah.
And I
His
really
relationship with Astor, too. Mm.
Yeah, and we're going to get to that in some of the other questions, but like I really love that, and I really love how they are able to really maximize and uniquely each time integrate guest stars. That's another really fun thing. Every season you get a new either single or in this case multiple guest stars, and they're always good at making the dynamics there feel a little bit different but very unique, and everyone they've hired so far has been terrific. So I mean there are a bunch of examples I could pull through. I also love Miami as a setting, but yeah, there's so much great in this show, and I love the way they explore the darkness and this perceived lack of emotion in a very emotional and nuanced way, along with all the pulp and the horror and stuff. So,
and I love Los Angeles as Miami as a stand-in as well.
The music, man, the freaking opening credits. There's so much great stuff here. All right, Vampire Toad, thank you for chiming in. We got a few from you. We're gonna get to as much as possible, and I'll read a couple things off from you before we get out of here. But episode 10 is so special to me. Lumen is healing, and Dexter is maybe the most gentle we've ever seen him. How do you like Lumen and Dexter's
We are
relationship
short on
so far?
time, and I have already expounded upon it so much, so I'll let John do this one.
Yeah, no, I love it. I really do. I think Julia Stiles has been terrific as just a performer on her own, but I feel like, I wouldn't have guessed a shipping being possible at the start of the season, and by the time that we're recording this now, I do see that, and I can see how something very sweet and beautiful could grow out of such pain and suffering. Just the way this whole episode went down, and the debate about whether or not she should be allowed to, do the kill, and them realizing that, it's like she can be empowered by Dexter because he's able to offer her a unique way of confronting this that very few people ever actually get. And then she is able to validate his dark passenger in, the pursuit of that. And there's something it's like a Lila, but not, because Lila was able to recognize and amplify Dexter, but in a bad way, in a toxic way. Yeah. Whereas Lumen seems like she is able to kind of ground him, and she clearly has a moral compass and a strong conviction, but is also,
she betters him. Whereas
somebody who
Lila's
he can be himself
toxic.
with.
Yeah, and also I think I'm gonna deepen this a little bit. I'm very curious about Deborah and Lumen, because Deborah is going to find out. I'm very convinced of it. I've watched enough movies and TV shows to know how this shit works. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But Deborah is going to find out. I think she's going to be totally fine with learning about Lumen, because this holds a lot of weight to her. It's very meaningful how these women what happened to them. I can't actually use the word. It's disgusting. But I think Deborah is going to be, the fact that there is a woman out there, a vigilante, doing these things, she's going to be cool with. When she finds out about Dexter, that she's been lied to her whole... Yeah. I think she's not going to have a problem that Dexter's doing what he's doing. It's the fact that he lied about it. That's where she's going to draw a line and not be too happy about it.
I don't know.
We'll see what happens, but I think...
feel like she'd be mad. Unless it's only this in isolation, but I still feel like there would be a lot
But
there.
I think there's going to be a fascinating and interesting dynamic at the minimum between Deborah and Lumen. I think there's going to be a very much a mutual respect. But there's going to be quite a rift, I would imagine, just from the lie. Deborah does not take kindly to lying in any way, and she's also going to find out her father lied to her this whole time while training.
I mean,
Dexter,
she's already found out about a handful of his
I know,
lies,
but now it's an even bigger lie. So we'll see what happens. I can't wait.
Absolutely. Emma! Dexter. Hey, guys. Hope you are enjoying this season, mightily so. What do you think about Astor's behavior and how Dexter handled it? Do you think he would have been able to get through to her like that a few seasons ago, or do you think Dexter has grown? Can't wait to see your guys' reactions and hope you're having a great
Thank you, Emma.
day.
It's not a Dexter review if you are not here to ask us a question, so we appreciate you so much. What do we think about Astor's behavior? Well, as we talked about in real time, her behavior is completely understandable after the traumatic event that unfolded with her mother. So she's just lashing out in frustration and in sadness and in tragedy. Totally normal. Unfortunately for her, she's alone and she's isolated. So even though she's got a friend like Olivia and all that to try to, as best as she can, not forget about what happened, but to self-heal. And Dexter's all she has when it comes to a parent. She's got her grandparents, of course, but Dexter is all she's got. So when you ask, though, would Dexter have been able to get through to her a few seasons ago? He was still coming into his own when it comes to having that emotional intelligence and being able to read the room. So I don't know if a few seasons ago he would have been able to do that. I really feel like through this whole event of what happened with Rita and then through Lumen, he's really grown a lot through, just his humanity and really learning to, from Dexter's own words, becoming a better listener. And I know Dexter's always been a listener. He's been very socially awkward is most of his life, but like really listening and caring about what other people have to say. And Astor is his daughter.
Yeah.
So I think that Dexter was really there for her in this case, and I loved what he did to that piece of crap Barry, not only for, what's her name, for Olivia, but just for anybody who's been through that. I think they could watch that scene and go, God, I wish there was someone like Dexter to be there to save me from a situation like that. I'm sure like that's a cathartic thing to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Dexter just did an incredible job. And also the fact that he said, like, I'm not going to tell your grandparents if you ever do it again. But, like, he was there for her in the moment. He told her what she needed to hear, and he was present. He was reaffirming what she needed. He was letting her feel her feelings while also being present. And I think, like, in the past, I don't know if Dexter would have done that or had the know-how, had the sense to know what to say or what to do there. So I think that was really incredible of him. I think that was very sweet, and he's really coming along very well as a father.
Yeah, you said it all. I mean, I think that I get what's going on with Astor, and that can be kind of, I don't know, sometimes people write that in a way that isn't as believable or that's more
forced,
kind of like annoying or whatever, but I don't feel that about Astor in this case. And I feel like the difficulty of her relationship with Dexter has been nicely drawn, and this was a really touching kind of difficult situation that turned into a chance for healing and a chance for bonding, and I really liked that. Dexter, to your question, I think this was kind of a combination of things. I think what he's been going through with Lumen has awakened something in him that as he said, as Harry pointed out, you're more willing to put yourself out there for someone that you care about. I didn't know you had that in you. In doing this for Lumen, I imagine in a small way he is able to do this for Astor and Olivia because he's unlocked that part of himself. But there's also, I think, just the right opportunity of like, oh yeah, this guy is a piece of shit and he needs to learn a lesson. And this is a lesson I am well versed to give out. I'm well within my, abilities to give out. So I think the stuff that they did, especially in this episode, was really great, and I really loved the drama and the nuance of that. And by the time they got her back, both Olivia's completely changed demeanor and them opening up the door for healing, and why don't you come in and see Cody and bring in Harrison and all that. Like, I thought that was really touching, really sweet. All right. Speed round, here we go. Finishing us up today.
Yeah.
Jay Rush.
What up, Jay?
Question. Who's your favorite guest star in Dexter for this current season?
Peter Weller. He's so good. He's so conniving. He's an opportunist, but it's such an entertaining performance, and he's so versatile in a way I never thought Peter Weller could get to. I've only seen him in Star Trek and Darkness, and of course, one of my favorite sci-fi 80s films of all time, RoboCop, and I loved him in RoboCop 2 as well. So he's spectacular, his performance in this. John?
Watch friggin' Buckaroo Banzai.
Hey.
Dude, it's... Lumen is terrific. I think Julia Stiles has been killing it. I mean, she's the soul of this season in so many ways. For fun, yeah. If not her, because I feel like I
feel like she's going to be a regular too.
Peter Weller's so much fun to watch, but they're all great. I mean, Johnny Lee Miller has been great.
He's been very good too.
Yeah, all the guests have been really
He's
solid
been taking the opportunity to be on this show.
All right, Vampire Toad. We got a little bit of a speed run because I appreciate your feedback, but yeah, we do got some thick boys from you. We still do have a big bad as per usual. How are you feeling about the case and the tension on the police force side of things compared to previous seasons? I know it's hard to compete with the Trinity Killer for most viewers. No, I like this a lot. I mean, they constantly do, I think, a nice job of making the police investigation and Dexter's own solo endeavors, a kind of muck and mire of like close calls. And I mean, that's currently happening here. And I think this season, it has been quite striking the way that the Miami Metro has been able to, open these threads and get in the way of Dexter's machinations and all that other stuff.
Look, following Heath Ledger's The Joker was never going to be an easy task, or rather the Trinity in this scenario. So I think they have done it with prestige. And I really hate this character. He's a slimeball, but the fact that he is willing to build himself up while destroying others, and he really thinks that he is above all. He's above the law. Those are my favorite kind of villains to watch fall. So I think the storyline with his character has been so fascinating to watch unfold and progress throughout the season. I like that they went away from the approach that they did with the Trinity, whereas we saw the character in the first 5 minutes, and then we slowly peeled the layers with his character. And then in this one, it was like vice versa. We met him a little later on the season, then slowly peeled the layers. So
yeah, and you're getting like this ring of people that are surrounding him, and he's in a unique position as this guru of sorts. It's very fascinating to his MO and just what he does, and he gets not
into
even getting
minds.
into the muck of it, but he's making these
even
guys
his
do
friends.
it. It's fascinating stuff.
It really is, truly.
Vampire Toad goes on to say, how do you see the season ending? I think some of the best writing happens in this season. 2 of my all-time favorite lines happen in the next 2 episodes. I'll be sure to point them out when they come around.
I can't wait, Vampire Toad.
I have no idea how this is going to end. Well, I'm just going to say that. I do not know how this is going to end.
I will tell you what John and I's one of our favorite lines. I got straight. No.
Yes.
One of our favorite lines.
Yes.
I think Deborah's going to find out about Dexter and Lumen. That's happening. It's happening, John. Ship it, okay?
All right.
I think Jordan Chase is going to die. I don't think that's much of a stretch to say that. Peter Weller is going to die. I think Quinn's going to kill him. I think Vince is going to get laid. I don't know what else. I'll just stick with and I think that Dexter is going to give Astor an iPod and also going to text her or call her and say Lumen and I are no longer tenants and friends.
Hey.
Other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Jordan Chase will get taken down somehow. I think Peter Weller's got to go. I don't know about anything else beyond that.
Yeah, and I'll say that I think that Lumen's going to be abducted at some point, whether it be the finale episode and maybe Dexter in a possible sacrificial way. He's not obviously going to die in those more seasons, but maybe the possibility of giving his life to save someone that he loves. He's not going to let someone that he cares about so much have their life taken. But then love will prevail, John.
Yeah.
And they will take down Jordan Chase, or Deborah will help them take him down. We'll see. I don't know.
Well, I like how they're representing. I mean, to your point here, just to cap us off, I'm going to finish kind of your comment here, because you've said, people find Lumen a bit of a contentious character. You asked about how we're finding her relationship with Dexter. And, you've said here, I think she's by far one of the best characters in the show, and their relationship has been so satisfying. His helping her to enact revenge is something I'm sure many people like myself who have been through this vicious trauma have wished for in one way or another. And I know people who have echoed this sentiment. And to that end, I think she has been a wonderful, so far, emotional representation of both the sadness and the hurt and the anger, but also you can see the person inside of Lumen, the person who existed before all this stuff happened. And so, especially at the end, like this is a season where I'm like, I wasn't expecting them to have any kind of romance, and by the end with her, that last scene was so impactful. Because again, just hearing secondhand some people's experiences.
Dude, her innocence was ripped from her.
And her life was forever changed, and he's given her this opportunity that she chose, to take action.
It back.
And and then this intimacy that has grown between them so gradually over the season. By the time we get to that end scene, and like I said, she's sort of like crunching it in her head, and you can see her kind of, at first undressing him, but keeping him restrained, fully letting him fully observing and kind of letting her take the lead. Was a really beautiful representation of that moment, and something that some people are able to do, some people aren't able to do, but I'm sure is really cathartic to behold in a situation, in a show, in a piece like this. And I do appreciate them, and I know again a lot of people who have had this experience, especially who cite this season as a favorite, and it's definitely it's the most impactful to me so far in a lot of ways.
It's definitely the most emotional season. Besides like the stamp ending of season 4. As a whole, it's probably the most emotional season thus far through 10 episodes, I would say.
Yeah, it's been terrific. So guys, leave us your thoughts. I wish we could talk longer, but there are other shoots that got to come in.
Sorry, guys.
Appreciate your love, appreciate your support, appreciate your thoughts, and we will chat with you on the next one. Season finale next week. Cannot wait.
Penultimate and finale.
We'll catch you soon. Peace.